Hello, I'm Dave Karger. Thanks for staying with me this afternoon here on TCM. Up next is a heist movie with a star-studded cast led by football legend Jim Brown. From MGM in 1968, it's The Split. The movie was adapted from a novel by Richard Stark, a pseudonym for Donald Westlake, which featured his recurring protagonist, Parker, a criminal mastermind who specializes in high-stakes robberies. For the film version, Parker's name was changed to McClane, and he's played by Jim Brown. As the story begins, he and his partner, played by Julie Harris, assemble a team of expert criminals to steal more than $500,000 from the LA Coliseum during an NFL playoff game. The gang includes Ernest Borgnine, Jack Klugman, Warren Oates, and Donald Sutherland. And if that wasn't enough star power, there's also Diane Carroll as Brown's ex-wife, and Gene Hackman as a police lieutenant who sets out to track down the culprits and the money. Jim Brown made his film debut 4 years earlier after rising to fame first as one of the greatest players in NFL history. He played his last season with the Cleveland Browns in 1965, then retired from football to focus on acting. The Split gave him his first leading role in a film. The movie was also an early vehicle for some of his co-stars, including Donald Sutherland, who had only just broken through 1 year earlier when he appeared alongside Brown and Ernest Borgnine in The Dirty Dozen. Gene Hackman was also at the very beginning of his career when he made this film in 1968. He was fresh from his Oscar-nominated supporting performance in Bonnie and Clyde, and he found out about his Oscar nomination during this production. From 1968, directed by Gordon Fleming, also with James Whitmore, here is The Split. The Split gave former football pro Jim Brown one of his first starring roles on the big screen, and he continued to work in movies for the next 4.5 decades. In his 1989 memoir, Brown wrote, "Today, people don't know that I was the top star in films with some famous people. Though Gene Hackman and Donald Sutherland and Ernie Borgnine and Jack Klugman were all in The Split, I played their boss." Brown, Borgnine, and Sutherland had previously worked together on The Dirty Dozen, and Brown co-starred with Borgnine in another 1968 release as well, the spy thriller Ice Station Zebra. Ernest Borgnine later described working with Brown in his memoir, specifically one scene where, as he put it, "Jim Brown and I slugged it out. I actually got my head bashed in because he took things a little too seriously." Well, okay, even Spencer Tracy knocked out Clark Gable's teeth. Borgnine also got injured during another scene when he stepped on a cable the wrong way and broke a bone in his foot. He had to finish the movie wearing a cast. Up next, Humphrey Bogart gives a star-making performance in a classic film noir from 1941.
Next on TCM, The Maltese Falcon, then La Cage aux Folles, and later, Some Like It Hot. Don't get cold feet. Stick with TCM tonight.